our enema products they're already commercially prepared, okay? Meaning they're going to have directions on how much water to put in, and we're going to have a pre-measured amount of soap, okay? We simply go ahead, we're going to go ahead and tell our patient what we're going to do. We're going to come in with our supplies. We're going to, if you're ever in doubt, you can just use lukewarm water, okay, but never cold, never hot, okay? We want to avoid our extremes. Pour in your water up to, up to 1,000 mLs, okay? It could be 500 to, 1,000 mLs, and go ahead and put your water in, put your soap in. Your tip is typically pre-lubricated, but you can bring some extra lubrication if that's helpful to you, okay? You just simply take it off and it's already pre-lubricated, okay? And so we want to just generally mix it, okay? And you can hang it up. Okay? So ahead of time, we want to know what our patient's mobility status is, okay? Do they need the bedpan? Can they get up on their own? Or do we need a bedside commode for them, okay? Because typically what we find is that if we're doing an enema and your patients don't feel like they're going to make it to the bathroom in time, they're going to have an unnecessary fall, okay? And then they're going to have a nice little puddle on the way to the bathroom, plus they're going to be hurt, okay? So if you're ever in doubt, you can always get your patient a bedside commode. That's always a good policy, okay? We want to tell our patient what we're going to do, why we're doing it, okay? We want our patients to turn into a left Sims, okay? I'm going to go ahead and turn into a left Sims. Okay. He's going to stay, okay? We want to go ahead and pat our bed, okay? Now, you can either take this down to control the gravity, or you can use the IV pole to move, okay? Now, this one doesn't move, so I'm going to go ahead and insert the enema, okay? It's in. Now, again, before we start that, we would want to prime our line, of course, so we're not inserting air into the patient, right? So we would simply prime our line, get it all the way down to the end, and then clamp it off, okay? It's already pre-lubricated. I'm going to go ahead and insert. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let my patient know that I'm going to let it gently go in. And you can control it. You go ahead and open it, open your clamp, and then you can lock your bag, okay? And then let it go in for over a period of minutes until you can just kind of see their toleration level. If they're tolerating it well, you can let it go in a gentle stream without forcing it in over a short period of time, okay? If your patient cramps, you can clamp it and back off, okay? So you want to go ahead and finish it, let all the contents go in, okay? Go ahead and take it out. If you need to go ahead and put your patient on the bedpan, you can do that. But my patient's able to get up to the bedside commode. I'm going to go ahead and clean him up, turn him back on his back. And we want it to dwell for how long? How long do we want it to dwell? Long enough for it to be effective, at least 15 to 20 minutes, okay? Because we want them to hold it so they can get the benefit of it, okay? Some people want to go prematurely. You can say, well, you're going to feel like you're going to have to go, but you need to try to hold it as long as you can so you can get the benefit of it, okay? So we're going to let our patient, we're going to let it dwell for at least 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to assist our patient to empty their bowel and then look at the content so we can be accountable for what the stool contents look like, okay? Now, how many enemas can we give in a period? Okay.
3.
If you just remember, as we went back to GI, we want to make sure not exceed more than 3. Okay.
Would you be, if you had to get the doctor ordered a sample, would you get this from after you've done an enema?
We probably wouldn't get a stool sample from an enema because we know that it's going to be mixed with soap.
Okay.
So it would not be an accurate stool specimen at all.
What if they can't unless they have an enema?
It would be inaccurate. Yeah, because it's going to be mixed with water and it's going to be mixed with soap. So it's not going to be accurate for if we're doing it for an O&P, for ON parasites or possibly C. diff, we want to make sure that it's not within an enema, okay, because it's not going to be accurate at all, okay? We just want to make sure that when we're leaving our patient that we put them down on the ground, make sure that we have a plan for them to evacuate their bowels, whether that's going to be on the bedpan, if they're going to walk to the bathroom with our assistance or alone, preferably not alone, okay? So at least we can be there with them, or a bedside commode, okay? Make sure that we have their call light, okay? And that we're putting our patient back down on the ground, okay? And we can document our findings. Was the patient able to tolerate, what the results were, what they looked like, okay? All right, any questions? Okay.